Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mike. How are you today? Are you good? I hope you're good. I want to talk for a few minutes about being a solopreneur, being a freelancer or a consultant, a one gal, one guy band. I came across some content today that just rubbed me the wrong way. Does that ever happen to you? Have you ever gone online and found content that upsets you? Oh, this is a first for me. This has never happened in 20 some odd years of interneting. I've never found anything that made me upset. But today, seriously, I saw a handful of videos and they really rubbed me the wrong way. And they were essentially people saying that if you are a solopreneur, if you are a freelancer, a consultant, just a one-man, one-woman band, that you're not a legitimate business, that you're illegitimate, that you're mediocre, that you're a loser. One guy said that you really just should go get a job, you should give up, this is a hobby, you're not serious. I don't want to spend all kinds of time like calling these guys out and arguing with them. The fact of the matter is, there are all kinds of experts on the internet. Everybody's an expert, including yours truly. Everybody's looking into that lens saying, here's what I think and here's what you should think, and I'm so great and you should subscribe and follow me. And as a matter of fact, you should absolutely subscribe to probably one of the best up and coming channels on YouTube. At least that's what my mom says, so it's got to be true. But the fact is, a lot of people are out there telling you what they think you should think. In these videos, this bravado about how you're a loser if you're not, scaling up and have multiple employees, or how that's not a real business if you're a solopreneur and you can't really make any money as a solopreneur unless you're getting that multiplier effect. I think a lot of that is just people trying to set themselves out there, be a little gonzo, be a little bit provocative, and also browbeat you. Like, if I tell you you're doing it wrong, then you're gonna follow me and I'm gonna show you the right way to do it. And sometimes we need a kick in the pants, absolutely. And I think too, some people get into business for various reasons. I do think some people, they're kind of doing their little thing and they're making a little bit of money and they're a little happy with mediocrity. Okay, there's no sin. I mean, if you're feeding yourself and your family and you're doing your work and you're doing a good job, good for you. But I just don't like this idea that if you're not at a certain size or if you don't have multiple employees, that somehow that tells us something about your character. I think that's ridiculous. I think there are a lot of things that we do in life that do talk about our character. I think the way that we handle our relationships, the way that we interact with strangers, the way we behave when no one's looking, I think those things can tell us something about our character, good or bad. But to say that if you don't have multiple employees, you're a loser or that you're lazy or mediocre, to me is just outrageous. It totally disrespects the work that any business owner, big or small, puts into their business. It also creates a suspicion for me that maybe these guys have never run a business. I've talked to people, I engage actually people now that run good-sized businesses, big businesses, lots of responsibility, lots of payroll. And these people are very respectful to any entrepreneur, anybody that gets up every day and lifts themselves up by their bootstraps and starts with a zero and at the end of the day ends a hero. Somebody that is able to generate something out of nothing, someone that's able to land work, get the work done, invoice the work, maintain all the aspects of a business. They respect that. They respect anybody, not only large companies. Now, of course, there is something unique about running a large company. There are some unique challenges, and it's quite an accomplishment. I mean, it's one thing to play Little League Baseball. It's something else to play professional league. And so, yeah, I mean, if you're a solopreneur, you're not going to deal with the same challenges, risks, threats, opportunities that someone running a publicly traded company is going to run into. Of course not. But that's not to say that what you're doing is illegitimate or it's not good enough. I mean, this whole thing ignores the fact that everybody's different. Everybody's created for a different purpose. Everybody has different gifts and skills and talents and desires. And that's a great thing about the free market. That's the great thing about business. There's room for everybody there. If you want to just wake up every day and not think about it and not own your own future and not have to carry some of the bigger stuff on your shoulders, you can become an employee and make a great living. You can raise a family and put kids through college working for someone. But if you're someone that wants to be free, you don't want to have all these encumbrances, you want to get up and kind of wrestle the world every day and find a way to make a living and just kind of scrap it out a little bit and be plucky and make your way through life and in the process have some good stories to tell, maybe a few scars to show, hey man, you can get into business. You can be a solopreneur, you can run a small business, you can be a developer, you can be a real estate guy, you can get into accounting, you can be a graphic designer. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do. There's just room for everybody. And if you've got a vision of a global industry, some behemoth company that spans the globe and affects everybody in some way, like an Apple or an IBM, well, you can do that too. There's room for everybody in business, and that's the truth of it. There's no such thing as a business that's too small to be considered a business. If you're self-employed, if you're getting up and taking full responsibility for your future every day, if you're creating something out of nothing, if you're not employed by anybody, I'm sorry, that's a business, and that's a big deal. You're walking on water, my friend. You stepped out of a boat and you're walking on water every day, and that should be an inspiration to everyone, and that should be an encouragement to everyone that, hey, I can do that too. That faith should give other people inspiration and hope that they too can make something more out of their life if they want to. They don't have to, but if they want to. So I just want to encourage you today, if you are that solopreneur, if you're that consultant or freelancer, I want to encourage you, you're doing a great job. You're carrying a lot on your shoulders. It's not easy. And it's easy to get discouraged. It's easy to let other people tell you what you should do and how you should do it and when you should do it and why you should do it. And I want to encourage you, don't listen to those voices. I'm going to do that sometimes on my channel. I'm going to say, hey, here's what I think you ought to do. Here are 5 ways to do this, or here's a secret tip on how to do that. But I want to help you. I want to encourage you. I want to see you be successful. I want to see you realize your dreams. And so today, if you're watching this and you have a desire to be in business, or you are in business for yourself, if you love what you're doing, you're happy with the way it is, or you want to see it grow and scale in some way, I just want to say thank you. Good on you. You're doing something that contributes to our society. You're doing something that has the potential to make the world a better place, and I'm on your side. I'm really grateful and I respect you for it. So guys, I hope this was useful to you today. I hope you found it interesting. It's a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a departure from my typical content, but I wanted to just address this because I thought there's too much of this content, too much of these attitudes online, and I just wanted to put my thoughts out there and contribute to the conversation. I'm sure I'll never find anything again on the internet that upsets me, but it was good to be able to share this with you. So if you enjoyed what I had to share, please give me a like. If you didn't enjoy what I had to share, I'd say keep it to yourself, but give me a thumbs down. Let me know what you think. And also share in the comments. Have you run into this attitude yourself? Have you run into people criticizing you for being on your own? Or what are your opinions? Do you think it's you have to have multiple employees to be a legitimate business owner? And lastly, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you join along. I talk about entrepreneurship, wealth creation, fulfillment, and abundance. And I'd love to have you as part of the conversation. So guys, again, thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'll check you all in the next video.